Hello everybody, my name is Joseph. I'm something of a physics maverick. I've been thinking about physics ever since I was little, and I've got some really interesting ideas for you today. You probably didn't know that a gravitational field is different from gravitational attraction, but those two things are fundamentally different. The one thing leads to the other, but there are so many differences they can hardly be called the same thing. A gravitational field is simply an energy density spread throughout the fabric of space. Space holds on to energy. Any particle is made up of energy, and that energy tapers off as you go off to infinity. So a portion of my body extends all the way up past the moon and beyond, and the moon extends down here as well, and the Earth, of course, extends a long ways. So this is different from gravitational attraction. See, what happens is that inside of a gravitational field, matter itself changes. So matter itself is just energy imposed on the fabric of space. Well, what happens when there's already energy there on the fabric of space? Well, it just turns out that matter, a particle of matter, will actually occupy more space if there's already energy there. So it actually spreads out the closer the particle gets to a massive object. This is consistent with the law of entropy that says that energy wants to spread out as much as possible. And that's what happens when particles enter a gravitational field. Okay, so how can we think about this more clearly? Well, you probably have watched as bubbles rise inside of a fish tank. Well, if there's a lot of water on top of a bubble, then the bubble will actually be compressed. It will take up less space. But as that bubble gets closer to the surface, then there's less pressure on the bubble, and the bubble will actually expand. So it's just like that with particles, but particles are rising towards the ground. They're actually getting bigger the deeper they get into the gravitational field, and it's that ability to expand, to increase in size, which causes this thing which we call gravitational attraction.